NartOutHere here breaking down Heroic's Mirage B-Site Execute versus OG in ESL Pro League Season 13. Heroic at the beginning of the round will try to sell mid presence with a top mid smoke, window molly, and flashes. They will have 4 players group up apartments with refrezh at entry, throwing the lurk smoke right away. This smoke blocks off vision from the 2 windows as well as balcony. Once the CT molly ends, Heroic will execute on the B bomb site. They smoke off get right, get left, and market window. The get left smoke is thrown from outside mid by TeSeS, the lurker. Refrezh mollies van and flashes are thrown to entry out. He jumps out window and NBK below him whiffs him. Shuush from above kills NBK, and refrezh still alive gets the kill into valde jail and makes his way to Ebox clearing backside. Shuush tries crossing the bench, however it gets picked off by mantuu door. cadiaN and stavn follow up coming out of apartments mollying door, then cadiaN plants. Meanwhile, TeSeS, after throwing get left smoke, will lurk up cat, killing mantuu trying to rotate out window to save. Then he also kills Issa on A. Aleksib trades and stavn hunts down Aleksib. This strategy highlights around Heroic's utility as they smoke off the major choke points, as well as highlighting the mid lurker TeSeS, as he throws a get left smoke from outside mid instead of inside apartments, which will allow him to lurk. Let's go into players' POVs. refrezh is the entry fragger and he has the best spawn for B. He will rush into apartments and he throws a lurk smoke. He throws it incorrectly as it does leave a gap near the first window. The purpose of this smoke is to block vision from the 2 windows, as well as to block vision of any CTs go fast balcony at the beginning of the round, such as an opper. The smoke will allow him to get close to jump out the window without being picked off. After NBK's molly ends, that's when refrezh will let his team know what time to execute at, which is around the 130 to 129 mark. refrezh is gonna molly van, however it doesn't cover the whole area, and then flashes off the wall for anyone close, then he'll jump out the window. refrezh should have gotten killed by NBK, however sjuush kills him, and refrezh kills valde jail. He's gonna advance around to Ebox clearing backside and he holds. The pathing for a refrezh when he gets out of window is towards Ebox and clearing backside for this round. You'll see in a later match against Complexity he's gonna come out balcony. Whatever way he chooses to go, that's something he should communicate with his team. You should also discuss and practice this with your team and see what works better. Also, whoever is defaulting towards apartment should be throwing the lurk smoke from time to time to condition the enemy, elsewise if you only throw this smoke for the execute, teams will know you're running this strat. Sjuush smokes top mid and flashes mid to sell the mid presence. This flash is considered the god flash for mid as it covers a lot of positions. I definitely recommend it for any mid take or default. Sjuush goes apartments after throwing the flash. For the execute, he will be the second player out once the CT molly ends. He'll throw a flash off the wall to blind anyone close. This in tandem with refrezh's flash is supposed to blind the CT playing close. However, NBK plays anti-flash for both flashes. Afterwards, Sjuush makes a mistake and volleys the arch, which doesn't make sense because it's going to be smoked off. He'll kill NBK under window and come out balcony. He tries to cross the bench and gets picked off by mantuu. In the later POV against Complexity, you'll see him not throw the molly, and as for the pathing, he'll still come out balcony and makes his way out to bench. cadiaN is Heroic's opper and he has a deagle and bomb this round. In the Complexity POV he has an op, but he doesn't have bomb. In both POVs, he will throw the right arch smoke from apartments. He will position himself with the first window frame, aim in between the roof and rail, then left click. He will smoke around the 129-130 mark when his other teammates are throwing their smokes. That's the time that refrezh says that he's ready to go, and by then the molly should have been gone. Then, afterwards, he will throw 2 flashes over the roof. cadiaN will molly market door and sight is clear, and he'll come out and plant default. It's very important that you don't plant until sight is clear. The reason why I have to point this out is because I do have players in lower leagues that watch my videos that will make this mistake, so make sure sight is clear before you plant. After plant, cadiaN tries to pick up sjuush's AK, but he can't reach it, and he doesn't fully commit to do it because mantuu was there earlier posted with an op door. cadiaN will wait at this pillar holding get right as there can be a CT behind the smoke because stavn heard someone throwing a nade from short. No one is behind the smoke and TeSeS at mid kills mantuu window trying to save, and cadiaN goes for the AK. stavn is the 4th player in, and as the best fragger on his team, Heroic want him to be one of the last players to come out to ensure the round. If stavn is alive, then Heroic always has a chance to win the round. The same thought process behind Navi with Simple and Vitality with ZywOo. stavn is going to smoke market window around the same time as other teammates smoke, then he flashes over the roof twice. As he makes his way out apartments, he mollies market door, but the molly doesn't go all the way inside the doorway. stavn's going to hear the nade being thrown from short, and he walks through the arch smoke to short. He does this because he thinks OG is saving. He's going to try to flank Aleksib B, however he misses his timing and Aleksib kills TeSeS, but stavn still gets the kill. In the complexity POV, stavn's gonna have bomb instead of cadiaN. TeSeS is the lurker for this execute. He's gonna go mid and fake presence by emptying his nade set except with smoke. He mollies window and throws 2 flashes. This in tandem with the top mid smoke and a flash from sjuush. The nades can make OG guess what Heroic are doing if they didn't have Aleksib jump onto short early on spotting mid. Also, it can pull over the short player to help mid. After flashing, TeSeS will throw the left arch smoke by positioning himself in the corner. Make sure you get stuck in it. While standing, he aims in between the 2 pillars and will walk and jump throw while left and right clicking the smoke when he hits the middle line. You don't want to left click and jump throw because it will throw the smoke too far. It's very important you remember to left and right click when you're jump throwing. He throws this when his teammates are throwing their smoke, which in this round is 129. Afterwards, TeSeS will lurk mid. As a lurker in this position, you lurk depending on what your team needs, as well as what info they get. Here in this round, you see TeSeS undecided on where he wanted to go initially, but then gets info that there is a player short, so he gets on cat and advances. He's gonna catch Mantuu coming out of window, then kills Issa and A. However, he's gonna fall to Aleksib short, but stavn is able to return the frag. To throw TeSeS left arch smoke, you're gonna get inside this corner and make sure you're stuck in the wall. You're gonna aim in between the left and right pillar. The height of it will be on the right pillar. Left and right click your smoke, and then you're gonna walk until you hit this line and then jump throw. So the reason why he's throwing the smoke instead of the one behind the pillar is the timing. It lands much faster. The pillar smoke as in the one that is above the stairs outside apartments. Don't forget the other reason why he's throwing this smoke at this position instead of being inside apartments is to allow him to lurk towards mid. What happens if you don't remember to left and right click the smoke? Well, it's going to go super far. Next, let's take a look at some of the OG players' POVs. First off are the B players. NBK is going to play close under window with an SMG, and as you can see there's a noticeable gap here from refrezh's lurk smoke. As the execute happens, NBK plays anti-flash, then turns around at the perfect time to shoot refrezh in the back. However, he misses his shots and gets killed by sjuush. Valde is the other B player who is at bench. He's going to move over to jail to have a crossfire with NBK. However, he plays anti-flash and refrezh had already jumped out a window, catching Valde by surprise. As you can see, if Valde didn't play anti-flash, he would have been flash. However, since he did play anti-flash, he couldn't help NBK from his position. Mantuu heads into window but gets mollied off by sjuush. Aleksib had jumped onto short and spotted that no one is mid. The nades that Heroic threw mid were a fake. That means that Heroic are going to most likely have a set piece towards A or B. Mantuu originally rotates at B, then back to window to jump spot underpass, so Aleksib doesn't get killed, and that's when the execute happens at B. He's going to rotate to market. He flashes over and peeks out the doorway killing sjuush. You see cadiaN's door molly doesn't cover all the way, so note that you have to be careful crossing over the bench. It's a 3v4 and OG have 2 ops and Issa is over at A still, so they're going to save. Mantuu tries rotating through mid and gets killed from TeSeS the lurker. Aleksib has a secondary op and he makes a jump onto short where he peeks middle. He doesn't see anyone, he relays that information to his team. The execute comes in from Heroic and Aleksib turns his attention to B where he sees refrezh jumping out apartments but doesn't shoot. He gets smoked out and checks get right, then nades sight. He hears TeSeS on catwalk and turns his attention to him and kills him. Aleksib tries to save, however gets shot in the back from stavn. He peeks and dies to him. I'm not going to show Issa's POV as he is on A. Before we go on, if you haven't already, please join my Discord. I upload new videos every day only available to Discord members. So if you want to see a Astralis train B rush or a Heroic overpass B rush, plus many other exclusive videos, join the Discord. The link is in the description box below or the comment section. One day later, Heroic play complexity in ESL Pro League. They run the same strat, however the entry player refrezh will come out balcony instead of jumping out window. He does miss the van molly. You'll see sjuush as the second player still cross over the bench. TeSeS gets pushed and dies mid early on, so there won't be a get left smoke. Instead, cadiaN will molly the arch. Another difference in this round is that cadiaN has the op and stavn has the bomb. Despite being a player down, they'll win the round still. I'm going to show the POVs, but I'm not going to do commentary because it's pretty much the same strat with very minor tweaks.